Hello, hello, everyone. How are you? Marissa Shadrick here with the monthly brief. I am a little bit late because I had an issue. I broke my microphone stand. So I was trying to see if I could fix it and I got a little delayed. But in any event, welcome to the monthly brief. If you've never watched one of the monthly briefs, it's just a quick video with a tip, a strategy, behind the scenes to help you with your marketing. So today we're going to look at ChatGPT. Some of you may be very familiar with ChatGPT. Others may have kind of dug your heels in and thought, I don't want to do this AI thing, but you're realizing that it's not going away. And now you're not sure where to even begin. What's the difference with a lot of these AI tools that we have now? It depends on what you're going to do. ChatGPT is overall kind of a great starting point. It does a lot of things and it can help you with a lot of tasks that you do. If you really want to customize a certain aspect of your business, there are other types that you can use. Like if you're a writer and you want to do a lot of writing, a lot of people enjoy Claude because it is better at writing. ChatGPT is great at writing, but sometimes it could be a little formal. So you have to make sure to include that in your prompt that you want it very casual, the output. So it creates casual output. Some of the other models, I would just consider just starting with one, getting to know it really well, and then kind of graduating to others based on your needs. If you try all of them right now, you're going to be crazy. If you're going to jump into Claude and jump into Gemini and jump into Perplexity, it could be pretty crazy. So start with ChatGPT. There's a free version, but to really get a lot of the a taste for the features, I would suggest the paid version. You can always unsubscribe after a month if you decide it's not worthwhile for you and choose something else, but you'll really be able to see some of the features that AI has. So I recently showed my husband, he was thinking of switching over to another company. And so there was a actual contract that was sent to him, compensation plan. And I said, let me throw that into ChatGPT and have it analyze it and give you a projection and ways how you can actually leverage the compensation plan and create a spreadsheet for you. And he said, it can do all that. And I go, yeah, you want to watch? So he looked over my shoulder as I inputted the information. It spit out an analysis, came pretty close to my husband's calculations of potential revenue for the first year. I think they were off like by $200, so it was pretty darn close. And I asked it to create this spreadsheet with all the formulas needed to be able to leverage every component of the compensation plan and that he could track. And it created it. And all I had to do was click, and there it was, Excel. He was blown away. He became a believer. So now I'm sure he's going to give me little homework assignments to do when it comes to ChatGPT. But anyway, let me take you behind the scenes. I'm going to show you 5 things that are going to be really helpful. Let me share my screen. All righty. Well, I have the paid version of ChatGPT. And the first thing I would suggest you do is to protect your privacy. They use a lot of the information that's being inputted and outputted for research. But if you want to keep your information as private as possible, then I would suggest you go over to the icon that has your picture or an icon there. That's your profile. And you would go over to settings. And in settings, you would go to data control. And here, where it says improve the model for everyone, this is where you want to make sure that it's not toggled. If it's toggled on, that means it's going to have access to all the information that you provide in order to quote unquote improve the model. We don't want to do that, so we want to make sure we turn that off, and that will ensure more privacy than not. So, how much privacy, I don't know for sure. You never know with when it comes to technology, but you could at least make sure that this is off so that it is very private for you. The other thing that a lot of people um, don't know about, and it really surprises me because a lot of these chats, you end up getting a whole list of chats right down here. And you notice what I've done here is I've put little titles and emojis on here on various things. And so it helps me keep the ones that I reuse handy. and to identify them. And then the rest of them I'll just simply archive. So if I was to archive this particular one right here, I'd simply click these three dots, I'd hit archive, and then it will disappear. And then when I refresh it, you'll see that it's gone. Is it gone for good? You can always access the archive content that you have in there. And I think if you go to let's see, go to settings, and I think it's under archive chats right here. Under general archive chats, you'll be able to see all of your archived chats. And you'll be able to bring them back if you want. If you want to bring them back, that's no problem. So that's one way that you can do that. And now ChatGPT created this new feature, this little magnifying glass where you can actually click it and you can search all of your chats. So if you remember any part of that chat, you can type it in and it will pull it up now and find it for you, even if it's in the archive section, which is pretty cool because we needed that. We didn't have that before and we needed it. And I think it was last week that they did that. You can also see up here on top that you have different types of models. So if you want to know the difference, some of them are in beta, you can simply ask ChatGPT, what is the difference between some of the models that you offer? And then it will tell you. But I would keep it right at ChatGPT 4.0. You can try that, and that's the legacy model, and see how that works for you, and then kind of experiment from there and beyond. So remember that the actual magnifying glass will help you find content in the archive and also in the various chats that you've had before. So far we've covered number one, make sure you go to the icon in the top right and go over to settings and make sure that your privacy is set. Number two, add emojis, capitals, numbers to any of the chats that you want to keep using and working on. That'll help you find it. Number three, if you have something that maybe you've archived or you can't find anywhere, you can use this little magnifying glass and it will pull up some suggestions for you, and that will help you find your content. Number four is now you see this search the web. ChatGPT is no longer dated as far as its content. Now, if you still have the free version, it may not have the web access. It may just be dated information that goes up to a certain year and you don't have live access to the internet. But you can see here, you can search different things here. So it actually can help you with your search content. So if I put in here something like, let's see, I'm typing with one hand here. Who won the World Series? Not bad for one hand, right? And it will give me some results. So you can see that not only, of course, I did that because I love the Dodgers, right? Not only did it give me some results, but it cited all the work. So that's pretty cool that it has inside of ChatGPT now a search capability. And look at here on the side, you have all this cited information that we didn't have before. So that is pretty cool now to have all that in one place. The final thing I want to show you, which is the fifth one. Now remember, the first one is privacy. Second one is to put emojis on your threads so that you can find them easily and archive the ones you don't need right now. Number three is you have a little magnifying glass up at the top to be able to search all of your chats, archived or the ones that you have in the left-hand column. Number four is we now have access to the web right from ChatGPT. And number five, if you've downloaded the app on your phone, I'm going to show you something really, really cool. Okay, here you see an image of my phone, and right here where it has ChatGPT icon, when I click it, I can start a new chat. Now I want to make sure that my ChatGPT on my desktop is on and I'm logged in. I don't know if it's going to work if it's not, but right now, just as you're testing, you can do that. I'm going to test it one of these days without it being logged into my desktop, see if it still works, but I could recommend having it logged in. And then if you go for a walk or you just want to get away from your desk and you want to get into that creative space where you're not looking at a computer screen and you can just kind of think about what you want to create and maybe a problem you're trying to resolve. If I was to click the little microphone on the bottom, I can ask it questions. I'll give you an example. I want to create some fresh content for LinkedIn, but I don't know where to start. What can I do using some of maybe the native features that LinkedIn has? So, what I did was I used the voice feature and it took a transcription of it. Now I'm going to click the arrow to send it off to ChatGPT, and it's going to give me a response. And it's going to also give me some solutions where it can suggest your polls, which I kind of knew was going to do that, a LinkedIn carousel post and a LinkedIn newsletter. Well, that's pretty cool, right? Oh, it's still going. LinkedIn articles is another, LinkedIn video posts. So there's another. And so it's giving me a lot of information. And so I can look at this and go, wow, there's a lot of ideas. LinkedIn events is another. Hashtags, which I don't really think hashtags do anything with LinkedIn anymore, but it's giving me lots of stuff. So I could go even further and say, what are some holiday, some poll ideas for during the holiday? So if I go here and I click the little microphone, I have no idea what it's going to say, but we're going to try it. Sorry, I'm dealing with one hand here. Okay, what are some poll ideas during the holiday for marketers? Okay, so it's going to transcribe what I just said, and then I'm going to send it to ChatGPT, and it's going to give me some poll ideas like budget planning for the new year, some poll ideas, holiday campaign, poll question. Where will you focus your holiday marketing efforts this year? See different poll ideas. So this is great. So you can really just talk to your phone and you can begin to brainstorm and ideate some things right on your phone. Now, when I grab this and move it over, when I go here and I refresh, you're going to see that everything that I just had a conversation with ChatGPT about on my phone, it is now on my desktop. So I can work on my phone, come back when I'm ready to edit, when I'm ready to select, when I'm ready to take it to the next step. And I can go to my desktop and I can begin to work on one of the ideas that it gave. So that is pretty cool. 5 ideas there. The first one was the privacy setting. Make sure you do that first. Number 2 is to use emojis or capitals or numbers on your threads so you can find them easily, especially the ones that you use every week, and begin to archive the ones that you no longer are using. And that way they're not deleted, they're simply placed somewhere else so they're not right there in the middle of the ones that you're using all the time. You'll be able to find your threads much easier. Number 3, there's a new search feature for those that have the paid version of ChatGPT. You can go in and search any of the threads, whether they're on the left-hand side, the live ones that you're already using, or even the archived ones. Number 4, ChatGPT now has a web search, and it will cite the information for you when you're doing research. And number 5, you can use the app to be able to ideate and have a conversation with ChatGPT, and it will all appear on your desktop. So hopefully those tips will help you. And if you've never tried ChatGPT before, this might take the fear out of it and you'll be able to dive in and at least with some type of knowledge begin to navigate on ChatGPT. So if you enjoyed this, let me know. Let me know if there's anything that you learned that you didn't know, or if you'd like to know more about this. And I'm glad to create more videos like this to help you out. All righty then, until next time, take care.